Hey, what is going on, guys? Philip here from TCG Madness, bringing you guys another altered TCG gameplay. And today's video, I am going to be running the red deck, also known as the Bravos deck, or the Bravos Guild. And at the helm of this deck is going to be Kojo, which is a really good starter for this starter deck. And one thing that this red deck really wants to do, and red in general wants to do, is win really fast and hit you with big, powerful creatures early, often, and get off the board. So basically you want to win with red as fast as you can. If the game goes any longer than it's supposed to be, you're probably gonna lose. This deck does not have the firepower to keep up long term. It has the firepower to basically hit early, hit often, and get off with a quick win. That's what red is all about. Basically, just think of speed. Speed, ramp, hit fast, hit often. Basically your stereotypical red decks in any other game. Think of also too Magic the Gathering with first strikes and stuff like that. So basically that's all about this deck. The really cool thing about the starter deck is when it's on your turn, or when it's your turn, excuse me, you actually get a 2/2 companion that gets played on your companion side, but only on your turn. So basically you get like a free minion or free companion token that gets played on the companion side, and it gives you an early advantage. That's what basically this deck is all about. So here for this gameplay, you guys will see this deck works out very well, and it has a very good matchup against green, because green obviously wants the game to go longer. So you're going to see red in its full effect here. So of course you guys know how the game starts off by now. If you haven't watched the previous two videos, I'll leave a link down below in the description box. This deck you'll see, so he's going to start off with a simple 2-drop and give his advantage 2/2 on his side of the board, and then I'm going to go ahead and match it because I got something better. That's what red basically wants to do right there. Play a big powerful creature for 2 and then get off with a clean getaway. And I also have a Radisker that I can play for 1 since he passed. So basically I get the quick early advantage of both the hero and companion advancing. So we're already off to a great start. And of course that card on the left did have bleeding because it was a very powerful card, powerful 2-drop. So unfortunately I don't get it in the reserve, but I do get the Ratatasker that goes to my reserve, which you can play for 3. So I won't be able to play him for 1, I'll be able to play him for 3. And here we go, you're gonna see now it's my turn, and I'm gonna get the companion Boda. So we have Kojo and Boda, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So there you go, you guys can see there's my companion. He gets played on the companion side, and I already have a +2 on all 3 zones on my companion side, so I already have a quick early advantage. I'm going to go ahead and cheat out the Ratatasker, and he gets a +3 on all his abilities. So we're already off to a 4/4 and 4 on the left side and a 2/2/2 on the right side. So we're already beating up my opponent here. We got the quick early advantage. And we're just looking to basically advance one of the sides here. And if you guys have not checked out Alter TCG by now, I will leave a link down below for their Kickstarter, which is still going. It does end February 28th. So still plenty of time to go ahead and back this campaign. And it's already raised over $3 million. So you're not paying attention to this card game, I don't know what else to tell you. So there you go. On the right side, the companion side, we're going to play another Ratatasker. So at least we're winning on the forest side. And as long as my opponent has nothing else to play for 2, we should be able to make with a clean getaway on the companion side. So there you have it. He does pass. I pass as well, and you're now going to see my companion and my hero advance. So once again, as you guys can see, you're seeing the ultimate red deck being played here. This is how it wants to be played. Anything longer than about 9 turns, 8 or 9 turns, this deck is going to lose. So you're already seeing how good this deck can be in the early stages of the game. As the game gets longer, not so much. So here we go, now it's my turn, and I have to decide what card I want to put in for mana. I usually like to pull away the Atlas Giant. I have another Ratatasker, but I already have one in reserve, so for this round, we're going to go ahead and put Ratatasker in the mana. In hindsight, I probably should have kept him. Having an easy 1-drop is always really good, but, you know, I wanted to mix things up with this deck a little bit. So here we go, we're going to place, I believe, the Boros, or do I play Atlas? Yep, we're going to play the Tracer on the left side, and we're going to go ahead and match his little mushroom over there. So there you go, and this card does have Fleeting, so it does not go into your reserved. It immediately gets removed and gets put into the graveyard once the end of the day. For those of you that are not familiar with this game, if your card has Fleeting, it does not go into the reserved. So here we go, we're going to play a little bit of Intimidation, and we're going to go ahead and bounce something on his side of the board. And as long as he does not have a 1-drop, I should once again make away with a clean getaway on the hero side. And he does not, so we both pass. And once again, you're seeing how quick a game can end if you play red properly. So you guys are probably saying to yourself, this is going to be a short game. Yes, this is going to be a short game. I was very impressed with this red deck. I think the leader for the red deck, I think its ability to get that companion out is very good. This is something that I definitely can't wait to get in my hands, is the red starter deck, because this is going to be my MO playing this game. I love decks that hit early, hit often, and hit fast to try and beat your opponent pretty quickly. Alright, so I drop another card into the mana, and there goes my companion, so already winning on the companion side, which is such a great advantage. So if I'm able to advance both my hero and my companion, I'm going to win this game. And it's going to be pretty quick. And I ended up getting a pretty good card. So we also have the Atlas Giant that we can play for 5. Or we can play the Boros Tracer with the Ratatasker, which is what I'm going for. So depending on how my opponent plays this, if they play something on the hero side, then there's no point in playing something on my hero side. I might as well just get the ultimate advantage on my companion side and just advance one of the tokens and just go for game the next turn. So which is what I'm pretty sure my opponent was thinking, and which is exactly what they do. They play something on the hero side. I mean, when you get this far behind, it's pretty much game over. So there you go, Ratatasker on the right side, get that giant buff. Now we're looking at a 9/8/9, nothing my opponent can do. Of course, they can play some cards if they had anchored to try and give themselves the advantage for the next turn and set them up. It doesn't look like they have anything with anchor, so that was very unfortunate because they are playing a green deck. So very unfortunate there. They did not get any of their anchored cards this game. Otherwise, that's the only thing that could probably slow down red. So my opponent plays everything on the hero side. We both pass. Hero for him will advance, companion for me will advance. And yep, so there you have it. Now it's going to go to his turn. It's the end of the day. I have nothing in reserve. So the only thing I'm trying to do here is either set myself up for victory this turn, but most likely set it up for the following turn where I actually get the advantage of having my companion. If I'm able to actually win, then great, but realistically, I didn't think I was going to pull it off on this turn. It was most likely going to be on the next turn. So there you have it. We'll put another card into the mana. And now we have 7, so we have enough to play both cards on just one side and commit to one side and try to beat my opponent. So pretty much my opponent chooses the hero side, which made it very easy for me. I love that Sun Wukong card. It's a very powerful card. I highly recommend pausing throughout the video so you guys can read a little more of these abilities. So there you have it. I play Sun Wukong on the left. We're going to go for either the forest and the water and try to beat my opponent on one of those zones. As long as we do that, it's game over. And all my opponent had to do was just continue to play all cards on the hero side, and for whatever reason they didn't. They played it on the companion side, so it made my life pretty easy to just play something on the hero side and pretty much force my opponent to try and come up with an answer. And they don't have an answer. So that's how easy red can crush you in this game. We both pass, hero advances, meets with the companion, and that's GG. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this mini series of Altered TCG. Again, go check them out on Kickstarter. February 28th is the deadline. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hit the like button. I'll see you.